signed new legislation last week that school districts must create policies to limit cell phone use during school. What are your thoughts?
Boo.
If you limit it, you're just gonna make me more like
inclined.
Right, cause like normally I'm not even on my phone like that.
Yeah.
Unless study halls. Like,
Exactly.
periods where I have chill time. But like,
And I
not
feel
in
like
class.
schools are always trying to like talk about like independence, and you should be independent, and they always want you to get more independent, and that's what they're talking about. Why they're doing all this stuff, why they're giving you work. If you want us to be independent, let us make our own choices.
Steph.
I think it's you have to think about it, like, the more we keep, it's not that there doesn't have to be, like, any rules or whatnot, but, like, the more you restrict school, I think it's like, it starts just to feel like a prison in some aspects. Like, I can't go to the bathroom without asking. Even if I ask, they said no. Like, I only have 3 minutes to get from one side of the building to the other room. There's already so many restrictions. And it's one of those things where it's like, no matter what you do, somebody's still going to continue to be on their phone. And I feel like there's just other things we should be worrying about rather than phone usage. Because it's one of those things where it's like, if a student on their own is choosing not to be actively listening to the lecture, that's really, unless they're being disruptive to the whole class, that's really only affecting them and their academics.
Exactly.
And like, it's like punishing. You're punishing the whole group for the actions of a few.
If we taking away phone usage, because I know in my class I use my phone for some educational things.
Yes.
Are we now, if we're not allowed to be on our phones, is that now limiting those educational opportunities?
And
Like, you guys use your phone
in
enough
some instances,
in class?
I know,
for
like
things?
when I'm sitting in
And if a teacher feels that their child isn't engaging at all, even though it's hurting themselves, that should be a conversation with a parent and not, again, like you said, we all shouldn't be punished for people overly using their technology when they're not supposed to.
I think it can also help a lot of students that are less vocal when they're struggling.
I agree.
Because you think you have a lot of kids where, like, because I'm still one of them, where I do anything but ask my teacher when I have a question.
Yes.
And it's like one of those things where it's like you have some of those kids who they're shy or like they have this perception if they're doing something wrong that they're gonna like be perceived as stupid when they're just struggling. And it's like there are some of those kids where maybe they'll just pick up their phone and like they'll look up a YouTube video on how to do like a math problem, or they'll Google something and they'll try to figure it out. And it's one of those things where it's like that can help certain students. It can also, like Johnny said, just give them like a brain break, or if they need music to focus. There are definitely helpful ways to use it, and I think we focus too much on the negative aspect and not like yes, this might be how it's hurting, but what are all the ways it's helping?
and also like if a student doesn't want to focus in class, they're gonna find other ways to do it. Like if you take away their phone, they'll find something else to do to not do the lesson.
Be out loud.
They'll doodle, they'll talk, they'll sit and stare at the wall. Like if they're not gonna do it, they're not gonna do it. Phone or no phone.
Therefore, you're just teaching them to be sneakier.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I did have a question though. So like you said, like sometimes you do like a lot of work on your phone. So like, are there certain things that you can do on your phone that you can't do on your Chromebook? Because like, I mean, that I feel like that's an issue that should be addressed. Like the school needs to be able to, like, part of the reason of having the Chromebooks in the first place is so that everyone has access to online work, because our education is so digital now. So if there are certain things that can't be done on the Chromebook, then that's something that needs to be addressed.
One,